So, previously on TearRing Saga, we found out that Katri is secretly the lost princess of Salia. Not that anyone was really surprised. And also, the Kingdom of Salia has currently been taken over by Viceroy Ahab. I mean, Holmes does have a good point there. We don't really know if he was telling the truth. But I mean, he doesn't really have much reason to lie about what he just said. Yeah, we just didn't think that meeting her birth parents would involve, an actual war. But yes, it's finally time to overthrow Ahab and bring the Salian War to a close. Because Rudin has dealt with all of the other forces that could potentially ally with him, Holmes has dealt with the monsters to the north, so no risk of being surrounded from that side. Ahab has nowhere left to run. Yeah, I had a feeling Lionheart would have done that anyway. Although, what are the conditions? I don't know if this is really Holmes' choice to make, honestly. It also kind of depends on what Katri wants, you know, maybe she actually does want palace life. Admittedly though, having someone as naive as her ruling a kingdom is probably a really, really bad idea, so maybe it'll be for the best if she's kept out of politics. And it might also be tough convincing the people of Salia that she's not going to become another Cranian, given that, you know, her being born is what led to Ahab's rebellion in the first place. Oh, Holmes, little do you know that you're in only chapter 23 of a 40-chapter game. Despite the numbering, though, I would say that we are definitely past the halfway point. The last 10 chapters go by pretty quickly. Some chapters are shorter than others. Yeah, I had a feeling this might happen. We can't, you know, delay attacking this guy for a month, can we? No, he'd build up his forces too much and that. If we did that... He's finally had the offer that he couldn't refuse. Gracious in giant air quotes. Yeah, that month of service would be, Oh, also, hi there, encounter on the Forbidden Bridge. We'll deal with that later, but that month of service wouldn't be such a bad thing if it weren't for the fact that we were attacking them right now. Yep, Rochelle is there. And he's got some pretty solid stats for a mage. 5 movement, and starts with Terror and Vantage. And then he has this. 1 to 3 range. And very good might and accuracy. Also effective against monsters, and he has Meteor too. Obviously we're going to have a way to recruit this guy, but we'll find out what that is when we get to the actual chapter. We've got a bunch of Pegasus Riders. Is that a different class from Pegasus Knight, just like in FE5? A few more. Oh, this is the Arbalest guy. Yeah, I need to find some way to get Maerchen to take him out. It's not going to be easy, but it's possible, especially since Maerchen doubles him. Maybe this time I won't screw up with Catri's Breath and actually hit him with that. And we also have a whole bunch of Armor Knights here. Armor Knights with Iron Shield, so they're basically asking to be hit by magic. Another Armor Slayer, which actually is useful now because... first I'll show Ahab. He's a Duke, so he's pretty bad in combat, but he does have a Brave Sword, so that's a bit scary. But what I was saying is, if we check our Manage, we have Zachariah in our army now. He joins automatically after Chapter 22, so here are his stats. The Big Bases General, as some people like to call him, Zachariah is still held back a lot by 4 move, but he is capable of doubling surprisingly often for his class, and he one-rounds a lot of enemies because of that. While he can't get particularly far in most maps, he does have a niche of essentially hard countering reinforcements that spawn towards the start of the map, which can help in a few chapters. He also has Urbanite, which gives him 5 move indoors, making him kind of better than dismounted cavalry in a lot of cases. Still, that's not useful for that many maps. Zachariah is overall a solid filler unit for a few chapters, just don't bring him to heavily swamp or frontier-based maps on Holmes' routes. You will live to regret it. Before heading out to Castle Salia... In fact, it's already too late, because I'm moving my D-pad and I can't do anything. At this point, I probably should have warned you about this last time, but actually there really isn't much, like, shops to visit by the time you're heading back from Leader Valley. So once Holmes reaches Blard and enters into the Salian Liberation arc of the game, he cannot backtrack on the world map. So we're locked in at this point. The only shops we can access are the ones in Blard itself. So if there's anything you want to buy before you head out to this battle, do it now. Holmes will get the ability to backtrack, well, back again, after meeting up with Runan. That'll be after completing this chapter and a skirmish with those gargoyles. Chapter 23, the big finale of basically Act 2 of the game. Act 1 was Welt, Act 2 is Runan and Holmes' respective routes on the first split. So, here we are on this map. It's very heavily forested, and there's a lot of enemies mostly clustered around the castle, including Ahab himself, who's pretty pathetic, but watch out for that brave sword. The most annoying thing about this chapter is there's going to be a lot of Pegasus Knight reinforcements. These ones all have pylons. I mean, I guess you could bait them into attacking Holmes if you can get Holmes somewhere over there. That might be your best bet at taking them out. There's also this guy over here. He has an Arbalest. Now, I would very much like to mug that, but I don't know if I'd be able to do that, especially since, according to my notes, eventually reinforcements start appearing from up here, and that's not a good combination for Maerchen. Oh, also, elephant in the room. Here's Rochelle. I showed him before, but, yeah, you want to stay out of his Meteor range, because obviously this guy is recruitable, and you don't want him to break Meteor before you recruit him. He's also pretty dangerous, but it's mostly because you just don't want to waste tome uses. Okay, in terms of characters here, I'm bringing Lionheart just because I definitely want to. We just got him, I want to get him to show off a little bit. I got Vega instead of Shigen here. Shigen will get his time to shine in the skirmish, don't worry. And Zachariah. I'm bringing Zachariah here because he actually handles the Pegasus Knights decently well. and there'll be some Pegasus Knights coming from around the start of the map too. He actually one-shots them, if I'm remembering correctly from my test playthrough. And Sasha and Martel because they can fly over the forest, they'll need to avoid the archers though. Samson because he's all-round amazing. Zeno's been getting neglected lately, so I want to give him a little bit more time to shine. I'll be using him a lot more on Holmes' route once Vega goes back to Ruden's party. Plum because, obviously, she's a dancer, and I've given her Lyria's heal staff because I'm not using Lyria this chapter. San, the terrain here is pretty bad for San, but if she can get through it, she should do pretty well. And Maerchen, just in case I can mug that crossbow. I don't think I'll be able to, but we'll see. So, let's battle. I'm not too concerned with where everyone ends up on the map here. Oh, okay, Plum actually ended up pretty far forward. Well, I mean, he's fallen to our side. Don't think I've ever heard this song before. In fact, I don't even remember this song being on the OST. Having music like this definitely fits though, because this is kind of the big climax of this arc. Finally retaking Catri's homeland. Yeah, wow, Cranion's rampage even extended this far. She covered a pretty wide area of the continent. At this point, Holmes doesn't fully believe that Catri's parents are still alive, but she's probably still holding on to hope. And you might remember this from the bad translation videos. Yep. I'll talk about that later. Oh, Holmes, classic tsundere line there. And, of course, we have this music again. I think they'll stop playing this music quite as much, like, later on, but for now... Oh boy, you've actually got a lot of range on you, so I've got to be a bit careful of that. Oh, and of course, a guy with an iron shield, so... yeah, they're always hard to eat through. I do have some Levin swords, but I've only got 2 uses of each of them, although that might be a good way to use my Levin sword. Oh wow, Plum can actually go all the way up there. I wonder how oh, nope, she's very, very not safe over there because of the halberd. Yep, that answered my own question pretty quickly. So, gotta keep Plum out of range of that, but she could maybe lure the Arbalest guy a little bit. She can still somewhat cross frontier terrain, but not to a ridiculous extent. Sort of want to lure you in as far as you possibly can be lured. I've given her a fresh pylon, by the way, but I guess I'll equip the Slim Lance for now. They can't even get to her from there. Whole lot of guys with iron shields, which may be a bit to eat through without a magic user, but I'm kind of okay with doing things this way. We'll see. And speaking of we'll see, once we lure that guy in, we'll see if Catri can potentially weaken him enough. In fact, I could even get started by just transforming her now. This does screw me out of healing for a little bit, but I wanted to see if I can get to that crossbow guy before stuff happens. I could always use Plum to make a run-in with Maerchen without killing my, you know, accuracy and evasion on everyone. Meanwhile, Lionheart, I think Lionheart should be going for potentially, like, he should be somewhere where he can end up attacking the Pegasus Knights, or also got to be careful of Rochelle's range. I forget if he moves or not. And Zachariah, he's content to stay behind for now, because as I said, there are going to be Pegasus Knight reinforcements coming from the start of the map eventually. I want Zachariah on hand to deal with them. And now, as long as Martel stays away from Mr. Archer, because I kind of want her and Sasha to be able to fly in. Well, Sasha's going to take out the shielded guy, and then they're going to maybe try and take out some of the reinforcements later. I don't really want to dance for anybody right now, because I don't want to activate the Maerchen zone prematurely. 1, 2, 3. Vega's currently in it. Yeah, I guess right now I just want Plum to be in a position to potentially dance for anybody I need her to. But she also needs to stay away from the Pegasus Knight reinforcements and other things like that. Not going to run with Vega just yet, because I want to lure that crossbow guy, Arbalest guy I should say. I want to lure him as far as I can, immediately. I wonder if I could try and box him, actually, until Maerchen gets there. Okay, if you hit, you're going to do a lot of damage, but you did not hit. And, I did not do a lot of damage there, and I still leveled up because, okay, yeah, her strength growth is definitely averaging out. I like that. And there we go. That is as far as you could possibly be lured. Arbalests aren't super strong, but 4 range definitely helps in a lot of situations. Especially when it comes to sniping these guys, and that's it. Oh, I don't even know if Lionheart can even get them. So yeah, we're going to be flooded by a lot of those Pegasus Knights. That's kind of why I want to attempt to box that guy, so that Maerchen can get to him later on, because it's really, really not safe for Maerchen right now. Let's see, Fierce Breath. No, let's see Regular Breath on you. 11 times 2. That'll bring you down a bit. There's a... No, there's no Physic Bishop on this map yet. So that's interesting. I'll just go for Regular Breath on you right now, even though it's probably better served taking out the shield guy who's, over there. Yeah, I wonder about that, actually. Can Xeno do it even through the shields? Do you have a killing edge? Yeah, that is a lot of defense. Probably better if it's just that I don't want that guy to be potentially in range of Sasha or Martel. And that guy, I mean, I could try and box him with people like Martel and Sasha, maybe. Just trying to think about how I do this. Oh, actually, Vega. Maybe I'll have Vega attempt to take out this guy with his killing edge. Because I could get, like, Draco or something. Oh, yeah, by the way, Draco is called Rising Dragon in Japanese, which explains why, okay, that's not the skill that I wanted there. That's the skill that I wanted there! Oh no, your shield broke as you died. Okay, gotta remember that shield have 4 uses, not... I keep thinking they have 3 uses. But, yeah, that... So yeah, I feel like maybe, for, wow, that is a lot of defense. I feel like maybe... So I feel like maybe that skill can't actually activate with bows. Oh, I can't even breathe on you anymore because... that was dumb of me. But, oh well. Samson can't quite get in there. Again, I do want to be... I forget if Rochelle moves or not. Because usually the way that you actually take on this chapter is that you kind of turtle for a while. And just get rid of the Pegasus Knights as they come. But at the same time, I really want the Arbalest. But I don't know if I'll be able to get it. This could actually cost me a fail channel if I mess this up. And even... Okay, this is kind of a waste of the Pylum, but... It could potentially get rid of your shield. Okay, crit is good. Wow, okay. That was impressive. And it did get rid of the shield, but it also got rid of him, so, yeah. Oh. The halberd. Right, almost forgot about that. We need to block that right now. So let's see if I can... Yeah, I'll probably just shoot you. Longbow's going to drop my speed quite a bit. I do need to keep the longbow as well for later, but... I want to wear your shield down, because that halberd absolutely has to go. That's 2 shield uses down. And yeah, here's where things get really problematic for Plum. I can actually box this guy, though. But there's also... Oh no, he can't reach. I wonder if boxing this guy will actually work. Oh, the scimitar gives me the best possible evasion here. Of course, if I do that, I could activate skills and stuff, and then he could maybe just die, so let's maybe not do that. And then if I move Sasha around there... Okay, yes, that guy is boxed. He still has quite a lot of range on him, though. I suppose Catry could move in a little bit. Plum right now is... Yeah, I don't really want to do a whole lot with Plum. Can I? Okay, I can get Lionheart into a position where one of the Pegasi has no choice but to attack him from range. They probably won't attack him, because the enemy's AI is reasonably smart about who they target sometimes. Yeah, I say sometimes. It's kind of inconsistent. Just gotta make sure that Maerchen doesn't get splattered. Yeah, I think he kind of has to go in front of Xeno here. Speaking of Xeno, I guess Xeno will go a little closer. Yeah, see, I normally don't do this. Again, I forget if Rochelle moves or not, but I suppose we'll end up finding out one way or another. Zachariah's going to head down there. Just don't want Plum to get hit by Pegasus. Getting Maerchen into position without having him shot by the Arbalest might also be a problem. I just realized. Yeah, this is going to get kind of silly, so hopefully nobody dies horribly at this point. We'll just see. Okay, so one person's attacking Holmes. I don't like that hit rate, actually. Oh, but it missed anyway. Holmes didn't even need to move to dodge that. Oh, I am a moron. I actually don't think she dies, though. Yeah. Ooh, okay. The Pegasus Knights probably kill her, though. I just realized. Yeah, that was... I was like, oh, I completely forgot that guy could still move. That was not a good showing. This guy's probably dead, though. Yeah, he is. And I better not break the longbow, too, because then I'll fail the forging quest. Okay, so yeah, I probably already screwed this up, because I'm guessing the Pegasus Knights are eventually going to kill San. Unless she is godlike at dodging for a turn. Know that... Oh, okay, Martel can't counter. They do a lot to her, though. Maybe she'll die. Yeah, maybe I should have actually turtled this the way you're supposed to. Because there are quite a lot of them here. She does need to dodge a few, but with these 47s, I'm not really counting on it. Okay, that's one dodge. All this for an Arbalest. Just because I'm getting greedy and want this. The Pegasus Knight reinforcements from the castle do eventually stop, but, while they're here, this map is a bit of a pain, especially with the fact that, Catry is currently a dragon, so she can't heal anybody. I'm liking these dodges, though. Yeah, okay, I don't want to speak too soon, but none of them are going for San. I probably should have... I mean, if I had equipped a ranged weapon on Martel, she would have either suffered death by awesomeness or, yeah. Yeah, that's a lot of Pegasus Knights. And here are some from down here. These are the ones that I like to just let them crash into Zachariah. Because, Zachariah just, oh yeah, with their Great Lances, Zachariah actually doubles them. They kind of rely on their Great Lances to do a lot of damage because of their overall stats, so... Yeah, what I just do is I just leave Zachariah in their range, they all crash into him and they all just die. Like, there's not really much of a worry there, but what is a worry is this. Because, yeah, holy crap, this is like the name of that one chapter, A Night-Filled Sky. Yeah, I don't normally like doing this, I probably shouldn't have done things this way. Oh, that guy still has full shield uses. Even if you hit and run, that Pegasus Knight's gonna come down there. However, Mr. Lionheart can shoot one of them. Oh, I do double, yeah. At first I was thinking like, I actually don't one-round you, but I double, so that's fine. Enemy Pegasus Knights, they're weighed down a lot by their weapons, so they generally don't, like, they're actually not that hard to one-round. It's not like gargoyles. Having a zero-weight weapon, turns out, is a really big benefit. Okay, that was all-round okay. And he can retreat a little bit, so I could potentially get a... I wonder if I could get a good plum dance in. We'll see. It just made me think of Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy. Yeah, I kind of need to, like my... Ooh, if Katri goes there, and then breathes there, that is certainly a possibility. And if that's the case, I'm actually gonna flurry and run you. Because then I could potentially just crit a few times and take you out the same way she took out the other one. I don't know if she'll be able to repeat the same performance twice. Also, gotta watch out for the Arbalest potentially picking off my weakened characters. Okay, didn't get any crits, but at least you're... Well, okay then. Got 5 attacks, so the shield broke and the final hit finished him. Okay, you need to run. Run, run, run as fast as you can. And now... Fierce Breath against that one is going to catch 3 of them. Or I could Fierce Breath there and catch 4. They only have 8 Avoid too, which is weirdly low for a Pegasus Knight. Yeah, that's actually not that bad of an option. Katri does need to go there though, which means that you need to run away. 1, 2... maybe I shouldn't get greedy. Maybe I should just run with Martel. But Sasha is still fully healthy. So Sasha, I still need to keep him blocked, I've got to remember, but... It's just a question of when does Martel run? And you do 10 to Martel. Do I try and one round a... Because, like, if Katri works... I mean, Katri may not work, but... Oh, this is going to make me really nervous. Because I do survive this with exactly 1 HP. I should have enough movement to get away. Well, I dodged anyway. And goodbye, Pegasus Knight. We haven't really fought very many Pegasus Knights until now, I just realized. Okay, now Katri or Neuron goes here. Fierce Breath right there. Yeah, I can quite easily finish the Halberd guy. Fierce Breath right there. Now, I am guessing that some of them are going to dodge this. Oh, actually, or not, though. They only have 8 Avoid. Okay. I love AoE Breath so much. And it makes sense that Katri is being the hero in her own Homecoming. In fact, this is actually pretty traumatizing for Ahab, because the whole reason he started his rebellion was because he was afraid of Neuron. So, yeah. And I just realized that Sasha has to go... Oh, that's a cliff. Oh, that's a cliff. I only need to block you from 3 sides. So, Sasha can go there. Although first, she can maybe do this. Just gotta be very careful of Rochelle. Don't want to aggro him. Because he does have 1 to 3 range on his tome, and I don't want to waste Sunflame. Sunflame is also very painful to be on the receiving end of. 1, 2... Here. Pylum. Finish you. Yeah, this is like, I'm really nervous this entire time. This is not how I normally play this chapter, and I really hope it doesn't come back to bite me, but at least it's somewhat exciting to watch. Okay, she goes back there. She has a lot of avoid. They probably won't have that much accuracy against her. This guy is trapped and can't shoot her. But I've got to remember that I've got to keep him trapped. You guys still have shields. I could try and Brave Axe my way through those shields. Oh, I do 10 each time. He'll probably get Meteored if he goes there, though. Okay, Vega is a little bit damaged. He does have a fruit, though. Because letting these guys take themselves out on the enemy phase is usually the best way to handle this. You don't really need to get rid of these Armor Knights yet. They're not really much of a threat right now. And you can't reach anybody this turn? I kind of want to stay where I am. At the moment. At the same time, though... Okay, you all have 6 movements, so it doesn't really matter who goes where, but these are... A crack Swordmaster squad is going to head this direction. And see if I can pin down the Nomad reinforcements that I know are coming, because I'm cheating with trial and error gameplay here. And see if I can pin them down before they can potentially, like, make things difficult for Maerchen. You know, I might even be able to get Mug in next turn. Gotta watch out for that. I mean, he doesn't double, though. But I probably should just inch a little closer like this, then. And Lionheart's job is to take out any Pegasus Knight that slips through the cracks. Zachariah's job is to take out the lower Pegasus Knights. Because I'm just kind of hoping that some of these ones end up attacking homes. Or I could, you know, move homes 1 space forward and then... Oh, then one of them will be able to attack in melee. I'm probably fine here. Because, yeah, inching Maerchen a little forward. Okay. This should be fine. Apologies if you hear my cat meowing in the background. For some reason, she's wanting to talk a lot. Who's... Oh, right, the Arbalest. I was thinking for a second, Meteor doesn't have that much range, right? Attacking Sasha in melee. Okay. And I have Vantage. So please crit, or Adept. Well, she didn't get either, it seems. But you're still doing pretty well. Okay, more strength is good. So let me just check my notes. When do these Pegasus reinforcements stop? Turns 1 to 4. And it's turns 5 and 9 that the other reinforcements come. And you can't attack anyone, as I calculated. Yeah, so hopefully all of those guys go for, Zachariah. Okay, we're on turn 4. This should be the last wave of these guys. Yeah, gotta make sure that those Gritlances, all go for... Because, okay, they have 23 attack, but he has 50 HP and 18 defense, so... They do, like, fire to him each, and they get one rounded in return. I mean, I could send Lion... Oh, I can't even send Lionheart in. Okay. Plum can't get very far. Oh, man, I have, like, the dumbest idea, right? Like, I could try and... Because it's like, it's not like I can't exactly rescue Maerchen afterwards. So, yeah, gotta be careful. However, Cantray's not really in range to AoE breath anyone at this moment, so she can probably just go for the regular breath against you. I mean, she does have 2 crit, but, we'll see. Haven't actually seen a dragon crit in this game before. Like, the regular breath isn't super useful overall because it only does, like, 22 guaranteed damage, and... Because her stats never go up, so it's completely fixed. Okay, so, now, the question is... Like, I don't want to provoke Rochelle. I know that he does actually do stuff if you get too close. 2 to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, he'll start attacking if I get any closer. Which is probably, like, again, you don't really need to worry too much about that, because, like, these guys aren't really going to be moving anytime soon. It's just I need to get him out of the way so that Maerchen can get in. Because, like, I don't want him to die or anything, but these guys have... I mean, he's probably okay. Alright, I knew I said that these guys aren't really much of an issue, but, okay, gotta watch out for the Grootlins as well. But I will use the Bruvux here. Yeah, this guy's attack isn't that scary against Samson, because he's pretty bulky. And 1 rounding even with a shield. That's why Samson is amazing. Well, more the Brave Axe is amazing, but still. He took a little bit of a hit there, but not like a massive one. Okay, he does take exactly 20 from Meteor, though, which is pretty significant. But this is the main thing that I wanted to do. So how much do I do with this? Ooh, 13 and 7. Wait a minute, I do exactly enough damage, and I double, so my chances of getting this are pretty high now. I really hope that I didn't screw this up and that Maerchen just, like, dies or something. And there we go! Give me your Arbalest! We will be getting one of those much more easily later, and yeah. That's pretty typical, honestly. Actually, nah, home... I might be able to trade chain Holmes to getting that, but there's no point, because Holmes can just longbow you. With a... Oh, I'm still in the Maerchen zone, that's why my hit rate sucks so much. But I could at least try. I only need to... Wait a minute, do I only need to hit one of those? No, I think I still one-shot you, even with the 6 defense. Yeah, the problem now is, that Holmes now has minus 50 of Void. So, potentially, if they all go for him, that could suck. So Sasha there is out of Maerchen's area, though. I'm hoping that Maerchen didn't just kill Holmes, though. That would be really unfortunate. Because, yeah, this is where rescue dropping would be really useful. Okay. Because, Plum can't get that far. So they all have 18 attack. 9, 18, 27. Okay, if all 3 of them attack Holmes, he survives. So that's fine. So assuming that Rochelle doesn't, like, move and Meteor, which he probably doesn't because he's standing there to guard the boss, we should be okay. And I'm gonna put Zachariah down there just to entice these guys into attacking him, because if he goes in the woods, then they maybe won't attack. Okay, I don't want Lionheart getting into the Maerchen zone either, so... Yeah, you want to make sure that anybody who is within the Maerchen zone is usually not in danger of any enemies. If you're relying on anybody to dodge, keep them out of the zone. Okay, that still counts as a woods tile, good to know. Because I don't want, you know, Vega to get completely ganged up on by those Pegasus Knights, mostly because we'll pull them out of formation, and I want to be able to finish them off quickly. Yeah, don't want San to die, obviously. Use an herb. But yeah, provided that everybody else is out of these guys' range, or girls, all of them will just get obliterated by Zachariah. Like, you wouldn't think that a general would hard counter Pegasus. I mean, actually, I guess generals are supposed to hard counter Pegasus Knights because they have high defense and, good hitting power. I guess they are kind of, like, that's the thing, that's why I really like, the way that they handle generals and ninjas in Fates. Mostly, I don't like the fact that, Fates ninjas have Poison Strike because that kind of ruined their purpose, but, yeah, basically, I like the fact that, generals kind of hard counter ninjas in that game, because ninjas are so frail they usually get one-shotted by generals, and generals don't take much damage from their hidden weapons, but also ninjas hard counter mages because they have 1-2 range and are physical and have good resistance. So there's a bit of a trinity going on there. Okay, don't die, Samson, please. Well, he dodged that. He's probably okay. But yeah, Zachariah just absolutely hard counters these reinforcements. It's kind of hilarious how much he does that, although watch them get a 1% critical on him. Okay, he doesn't outright one-shot them, but he does double them, and with pretty good accuracy at that. So, yeah, he pretty much, oh, and he has 100% accuracy, yeah, he hard counters these guys. He takes a little bit of damage, but it's still mostly a hard counter. I doubt I'll be using Zachariah for all that much in the rest of the game. This is just one of the few jobs that I feel he can do reasonably well, because, like, you don't need to get that far from the start of the map in order to be effective against these reinforcements, because they appear from, again, quite early. Reinforcements like this definitely are frustrating if you don't expect them, but at the same time, I feel like these ones arrive far enough away from your starting position that you have time to react, and they aren't ambush spawns. Also, about Pavis, I keep in my head, because last time I was saying that, like, oh, he could have Pavis those, dire thunder attacks. He actually couldn't have, because Pavis in this game just adds 20 defense. I was worried for a second there that he would get doubled, but he doesn't, thankfully. So, it seems to only work against physical attacks. Wow, you actually hit. I'm kind of amazed at that. Okay, that's fine. Like, I really don't care about that at all. As Keaton would say from Fates. And yet you are going for him. He doesn't double, does he? Oh, we have this boss theme again. Shame on you, Mr. Rias, using magic for evil. To reference another series that I love. Ow. Yeah, this boss theme is not in the OST for some reason. At least it's not in the one that's on Serenade's Forest, which I think is actually an arranged soundtrack, because a lot of the tracks sound very different. And here they come. Not a moment too soon. Because now Maerchen is just gonna run. Although I would love to get that Arbalest to Holmes. Maybe I could give that to Lionheart. In fact, I don't know if... Does he have Lionheart have enough? No. Mastery 15, Lionheart can't use that. Then Lionheart could get it to Holmes. And yeah, all of them are dead. I don't know if they're... I'm just going to quickly check to see if there's a second wave of those Pegasus Knights. Yes, there is. Turns 3 and 6, so there'll be another one, and Zachariah will be in position to take them down. If I go there... 1, 2, 3, 4... Yeah. I reckon I could do this, actually. So, Lionheart should one-shot you. Holmes will move next to him, take the Arbalest, shoot the other one. And then I'll probably pull back Samson, because I don't want to get meteored again. Okay, yeah, that is meteor range. 1, 2, 3, 4... Oh, if Holmes goes there, that's also meteor range. I kind of need Physic right now, honestly. But I think that guy's aggroed and is probably going to move and try and pick us off if we don't go for him. As long as that Pegasus Knight dies and everybody stays above 20 HP, we should be set here. Or, you know, Catry could just... No, she can't breath because that would hit him. As, you know, a certain someone would say, I'm nervous, what if I hit her? I think it's all fine. Rochelle will be wasting another use of his meteor, but still. In fact, I wonder if there are other, like, is that just, like, the recruitable character battle theme, maybe? Because I wonder if Maerchen was using it for that reason. I wonder if I'd fought Vega earlier that he would have used that. No, does Vega still use the boss theme if you fight him? I don't know. On the off chance that I crit you, I'm going to go for this. Because I can potentially take no damage at all if I do get a crit here. Or that. I mean, your actual crit rate doesn't really matter with lethality in this game. All that matters is that you can kill with a critical, and I think you need to have an existing crit rate, but I don't think it doesn't really matter what it actually is. It's just, if you can kill with a critical, then you will. That's how the skill works. That was actually a nice soul. But here's the problem. These guys, they aren't getting Grass Runner because this is a forest map, but still not really, I mean, I could potentially dismount, but dismount plus Shield Blade. I don't know if that'll really work that well. Because I need, like enough people up there to take out 4 of them per turn, because there are going to be more of them. Hang on a minute, though. San, go next to Catry, use another N-Herb. Plum Dance. Because I think with 8 moves, San should be able to reach one of them. And I would very much like to have San up in that corner to have another person there to... Yeah, she can reach one of them. And this is yet another one of those no real reason not to flurry situations. I mean, flurry does wear your durability down quite a lot, but it's probably worth it in the long run. It's just... Well, I mean, I don't know, because you can Pylums are so cheap, and you can get them at so many shops. And I'm going to keep Sun on Holmes' route, so she'll have a lot of access to them. I mean, technically she probably does better on Runan's route, but, I mean, I really want to, have my, you know... I like to make her the Narron equivalent for this route. Yeah, I wonder if I... Okay, I'm gonna try and just dismount both of them and see if they can do it. It's gonna be a little iffy, but it could work. Hello there, Palette Swapped Princess. Oh, I got Terra, good. So, first time we're seeing that animation. It's kind of interesting about the, I'm actually not sure how Terra works, because it's like critical hit that ignores terrain effects, but the only terrain effects in this game are evasion-based. They're not, defense-based. So, by the time you get a critical, shouldn't you have already hit anyway? I think maybe it's just that, they roll for that before hit is even rolled. I'm not even going to waste 11 sword, I don't think I need to. Yeah, maybe it's just that, like, they roll for that before hit is even rolled. And if the skill activates, then they ignore the terrain bonuses, and then maybe it rolls to hit, and then if the hit succeeds, then it automatically criticals? I'm really not sure how it works. Because, like, a critical hit that ignores terrain effects would be, like, insanely good in Thracia. Although, I think in Thracia, criticals already ignored terrain I forget exactly, because, yeah, I forget exactly how crits work in that game. And I think at this point, Cantry, Dragon, you have served us well, but I think you need to physic people more now. So let's revert you back. Oh yeah, attack speed 16. Rochelle does not double him with Meteor. -6 attack speed, yeah. No way does Rochelle double him with Meteor. Going for Samson again, okay. Oh, and your accuracy is even worse now. Well, you're certainly proving your awesomeness, Chops, by actually hitting repeatedly with that. Even with low hit rates. That bodes well when I recruit you. And I believe... Yes! This is the turn where something important happens.